v3 Judgement of Carrion. Blue team, we have Angry Bird as a Techmarine. Pumps out some nice range damage. Could put down defensive turrets too, and relay beacons. Kiss My Arse as a big tough Chaos Lord. Very tanky melee commander, bashes through cover and cannot be suppressed. Can do some nasty damage late game too. And Danny rounds out the blue team as an Eldar Farseer melee commander with support abilities, lots of buffs. Putin as a Warp Squad Exarch, so it's going to be Eldar versus Eldar on this east side. Teleporting commander, fights range by default, very annoying, good at harassing and capping early on, with nasty tricks later on. And OHUEVATOR in the centre as a Force commander, fights melee, mainly offensive but pretty versatile, can also buff his marines. And ILPRA on the west side as a Plague champion, starts off in range with that Plague bolter, can be fearsome in melee though, and can also support and do nasty AoE. Plague champion versus Techmarine on the west side, two turret using commanders. Techmarine's turret is slightly better, I think. Plague champion's turret does have a wider firing arc, but the Techmarine's turret seems to suppress quicker and do a bit more damage. Not sure if that's true, but that's what it feels like. Chaos Lord versus the Force commander in the centre. The offensive melee commanders of each faction going at it. Chaos Lord a lot tougher, Force commander a bit more mobile and versatile. Scout shooting up heretics here. Tactical Marine is getting a bit low on health, chased by the Chaos Lord. Farseer has gone down on the east side to Banshees, I imagine. Warp Squad Exarch is going to be really annoying and decap this natural wreck point right outside Danny's base. It looks like Danny lost his second unit as well, didn't see what it was. Heretic trying to cap the centre for Kiss. Angry Bird doing a good job early on, has triple scouts, one of them has a sniper rifle already. Are we going to see sniper rifle mania here? I think we are. It's pretty good against Chaos. Allows you to thin out heretics quickly and do lots of damage to the CSM. There goes the node. Here comes some havocs though for ILPRA. Setup team that's suppressed. They will be outranged by that sniper rifle though. They do suppress from very far away. So he's suppressing that entire blob even though it only hit the scouts. And they are retreated. Now no snipers on the field. CSM lose a member back into Noble Worship. Needs to bring these heretics up, and he is. Plague champion now taking a lot of damage. Not quite as squishy as he was. Now has 650 HP. As a champion of Noble, I think it should be really tough. There you go. Kiss My Arse has done really well in the centre, pushing OHUEVATOR all the way back to his natural power, and looks like he's going to lose it here. These heretics have their grenade launchers, turning them into kind of an artillery unit. Kiss My Arse has double heretics and double CSM. Quite an aggressive tier 1 then. These tactical marines down to a single model need to be careful. Assault marines jumping in now. He needs an aspiring champion on one of these heretic squads, and their backup base a long way from this engagement. Aspiring champion heretics are the way to deal with assault marines in tier 1 for Chaos. They do really well with a couple of Doom Blasts. That Force Commander is getting very low on health. Here comes ILPRA to support. Nurgle versus Khorne. That Plague Bolter doing damage over time, stinking up the Chaos Lord. 445, 443, don't get much closer than this. Danny having a torrid time on the east side, gets a Shuriken Cannon on the way, has ranges. Putin stacking up energy shields here, has a Shuriken behind one of them. Rangers easily able to outrange and outmove them. Going to start losing models now. Gets in position so he can hit them without hitting the shield. Scouts have a sergeant giving him a frag grenade in the middle. Looks like Kiss has been pushed back after that double from ILPRA. ILPRA's got control of his natural power back, now going to this west side, and there is a tarantula turret there. The Plague champion has a Bile Spear which will take out that turret really quickly if he gets into range. He's trying to now. Angry Bird needs to refocus the fire of the turret. And he is. That's a dead Plague Champion. Ouch. Lost 2 Havocs as well. Very, very bad going for ILPRA. Tactical Marines trying to cap center now. Angry Bird coming center to help out. Assault Marine loses a member. Still jumping in. Ouch. And they get sniped to crap and lose another member. Do we have triple snipers from Angry Bird? We don't. Third squad still with its default bolters. Here comes the force commander trying to scare off these scouts. They will have to keep moving since snipers need setup time before they can fire. Now they can turn and shoot. And we do have sniper rifles on the third squad of scouts. So at least 3 sniper squads. You'll need to quickly get a vehicle counter in tier 2, I think, or those scouts are really, really vulnerable to blood crushers. Plague Champion still down on the west side. He's going for blue's natural here though, in the southwest. Red have a natural in the northeast, and that's being taken by Kiss, who lost one of his heretic squads. Going tier 2, red team all go tier 2. Guardians have their battle equipment. Will we see a grenade? No, they just retreat. That was pretty odd. Rangers taking pot shots at that shuriken cannon. Danny recovering. Farseer's back to her feet, bringing up a shuriken cannon of his own. Has double guardians too. 406, 431. None of the VPs capped right now. Force Commander wants to get some model losses on his heretic. Does a special attack though. These pipes are still in place. Nobody has broken them. So this heretics can't run that way. Iron Halo on that Force Commander, giving him that shield. Already has the Power Fist queued up for tier 2. I think the Thunderhammer would be really good with all this power armor on the blue team. But I suppose with triple scouts there's not much power armor. Or heavy armor to give it the in-game term. Kinetic shot knocks back that shuriken. Will it set up in time to stop the cap? No. Here come Banshees. They have their Exarch and Aspect. Rangers get away. 2-to-1 cap for blue. Blood Crusher on the way for ILPRA. Center is blue. And they have... both teams have lost their naturals. Will we see a grenade in retreat? Yes. Not bad. Farseer now in melee with a Banshee squad. Doesn't want to be there, especially fully upgraded Banshees and a level 1 Farseer with no war gear. That's a dead Chaos Lord. Warspider Exarch and Plague Champion both dead also. Scouts trying to decap the middle. Ouch, here comes an Autark. That's a dead Shuriken Cannon, is it? No, gets away. She did the special attack. And she's going to try and recap. She does. Now getting shot by Guardian, she leaps into them. Sub-Commander for Eldar, very quick on her feet. Fights melee with a Power Sword by default. She can get a ranged weapon in tier 3. But most people get the spear for her. ILPRA not happy with these snipers. Where is that Blood Crusher? Here it comes. A demon with vehicle armor fights melee. Pretty quick, but not the toughest vehicle around. Can be very powerful if used well with worship support. ILPRA does have heretics too. Doesn't have his CSM anymore. Blood Crusher running away. Angry Bird has now seen it, so could get a melter gun or just these orbs. Blood Crusher trying to take out that turret. As a vehicle, the heavy bolter turret won't do much. Missiles on his tacks though. Orbs of the Omnisire missed. Would have completely disabled that Blood Crusher. He's going to risk it, trying to engage these tactical marines here. There's his charge. Couldn't quite catch them. Down to half HP. That Techmarine gets a melter gun. That's a very, very dead Blood Crusher. Now going after this Razorback, which Angry Bird has got. Middle is pretty quiet. Everyone's stacking on the east side. Force Commander jumping around with his Power Fist and Artificer Armor. He's very tough and very strong in melee now. Only level 2 though. Once he starts leveling up, he's going to be fearsome. Blood Crusher really needs repairs. Running away from those Bloodletters. Those Bloodletters would make short work of it at that health. Literally one hit and it will die. Bloodletters doing good damage to all targets, teleporting melee demons. We have double Mark of Khorne Chaos Space Marines for Kiss My Ass. Very good unit, I think. Bloodletters using their phase out to get into range of those Havocs, and those Havocs need to retreat. Will phase out end in time? It does. They can get a couple of hits off. Can they take a model? No. OHUEVATOR sweeping around into the middle now. The Assault Marines have all 4 members. They have their Sergeant, has a power sword. Sniper Scouts have their infiltration gear. Techmarine trying to capturing all of this, and the triple Scout Snipers are forced to retreat. Don't lose a squad though, no. Here comes a Razorback for OHUEVATOR. Support vehicle for Space Marines. Allows you to reinforce around it and transport. Techmarine didn't last long once the Force Commander found him. Bloodletter's forced to retreat too. Still a 2-1 for blue, 3-2-1, 3-8-7. Here comes Kiss. Curse Lord is still dead. Mark of Khorne Marines, ouch. Finish off the Assault Marines. That's a big loss for OHUEVATOR. That was a fully upgraded Assault Marine squad. ILPRA wants to be revived. Mark of Tzeentch Havocs. Very hard counter to that Razorback if it gets into range. Here comes Angry Bird. Warehouse attacks there over in the center capping. Have their Sergeant. OHUEVATOR replaces Assault Marines. Putin goes tier 3. Kiss and Danny already there. 3-2-1, 350. It's been a pretty even back and forth game so far. This map usually descends into a huge running battle in the center when you hit tier 3. We'll see how it goes. Autark running right for Putin with her Executioner Spear, taking shots from the Rangers. Here comes a Farseer too. No sign of her using Guide on those Rangers. Ouch, will the Autark finish that Guardian squad? Almost did. Had her Force Shield up. Red now taking middle. Blood Crusher gets orbed, completely disabling it for a pretty long time. That's a dead Blood Crusher. No heretic worship there to try and keep it alive. Must have thought it was a lost cause. And full retreat from ILPRA. Really needs to get something to get in amongst those snipers. Of course, he tried with the Blood Crusher. I think a couple of Bloodletter squads would be great to teleport in. It's easier said than done though. Here we see the resources for all the players. ILPRA floating the most at the moment. Kiss also floating a lot. And he's in tier 3 already. 308, 327. Farseer decaps but cannot cap. Second Assault Marine squad for OHUEVATOR. Don't have their Sergeant yet. Center is red. Scouts now try and decap. This power completely lost for red. Blues still have a full power farm here. And a node. Reds just have a node. Oh, they do have a full one over here as well. No node on it though. Only plus 17, not plus 19. Assault squad getting their Thunder and Lightning, giving them a Melter Bomb. Plague Marines on the way for ILPRA. Will give him a lot more staying power in the field, which he needs against those snipers. And that's a dead Autark. thanks to these Banshees, who have done pretty well. They're level 3, Putin, fully upgraded. Need to be careful here though, you can lose them in a flash, and they retreat. We have a Fire Prism on the field for Danny. Very nice vehicle, has 2 types of blast, an artillery blast like that, good versus infantry. Also has a focus blast, which is good for vehicles and large targets. Autark knocked into the air and will be forced to run away, I think. Yes, he just glides over cover, as you see there. Center is still blue. Assault Marines, I don't think you should try and cap, lads. You're pretty low on health. Really don't want to be loitering with snipers around. What is he doing? Loses an Assault Marine. Plasma guns on his tacks. Great unclean one on the way for Kiss. Blues have their natural. Reds have their natural, and it looks like the center is going to be red. 307 286, still very close. Great unclean one hits the field. Come on Tubbs, blue needs some VPs. This guy looks awesome. Super unit for Chaos. Had too much Hormagaunt pizza. Huge engagement in the center now. Kiss throwing everything at it, hoping his great unclean one can catch up, and here it comes. Under Corn Worship, so he gets a speed boost, a health regen boost, and an energy regen boost. The best worship by far, I think, for the great unclean one. Ouch, Bloodletters, will they get away? Yes, 3 members as well they get away with. Plague Marine missiles are snaring this great unclean one, even though it's not a vehicle. Also snares large targets. Nicely poised game now. Everyone has a decently sized army out. Great unclean one hits the field. Tzeentch Havocs run the hell away. Chaos Lord have any war gear yet? No. It's a pretty decent map for the Chaos Lord, I think, because it's so laned, especially if he gets a center lane. He can use his Corn Worship to get to the center quickly and run right, use his toughness to stay in the fight, but he is forced off here. Kiss doing well, bringing up his heretics to worship again. It's important to keep moving them up. Here comes the Force Commander, and he has his Thunderhammer now. Nasty, nasty AoE melee damage from this thing, especially to power armor or heavy armor. There's a Noxious Cloud from ILPRA. Danny lost something, not sure what it was. Farseer has been repurchased. Fire Prism being used very defensively here. Danny pushed back right into his face again. Blues have a 2-1, 258, 272. It's so close. Great unclean one in trouble here, as Plague Marines on its back. Also have Markov Tzeentch Space Marines, and he's taking a lot of damage and is completely frozen in place, and he's puking a little bit. I think he's going to try and vomit on these guys before he dies. Too much pizza, here we go. Oh, he dies. Now we see the best death animation ever, and there's an Imperial Abyss by Kiss. Largely dodged though. Probably the best nuke in the game. Very closely followed by Rocks, I think. The Orc nuke. Tier 3 for OHUEVATOR. Angry Bird already there. He has a lot of resources as well. Not sure what he's waiting for. No sign of any Terminators or a Venerable Dreadnought. He just used a bunch of resources, and there are the Terminators. These are the ranged variety with Storm Bolters and Power Fists. Super heavy infantry that cannot retreat. They're forcing melee on his Banshees now. Storm Bolters are basically 2 bolters stuck together, and those Banshees run away. Fire Prism saved. Off goes the Warp Spider, fully kitted out with Power Blades, Phase Armor, and improved targeters. Guardians try to grenade those Bloodletters. Will they lose a member in retreat? Bloodletters don't chase. Center turning red, 250, 225, still very close. Avatar on the way for Danny and Putin. triple cap for red right now. Blues trying to take that unnatural, but there's a force command here with a Thunderhammer, which is bad news for CSM. Especially a fully kitted out force command level 5. Has his alacrity now. Here's the triple snipers, level 3 and level 4 now. ILPRA's Plague Champion has his Plague Fist and feathered armor. Cyclone missile launcher on Angry Birds. Terminators don't see this upgrade that often. There's a Noxious Cloud, not sure if they've spotted it. Get into the Razorback, there you go. Does do damage to vehicles though. And here comes Kiss again, he's lost a lot of stuff though getting the Chaos Predator. The avatars hit the field, triple for red, 139225. Kiss's losses has really put blue team on the back foot, not really his fault. The commander in the center is very liable to get doubled on this map. Scouts not moving after the Razorback was destroyed, and he's going to lose that squad. And there it goes. Blues really need to react. They need to take that a natural for a start, and they are with these Mark of Khorne Chaos Space Marines. Danny has had a really torrid time on the east side. Here comes his avatar though. And here is Putin's avatar. Super units for Eldar. Fight melee, hugely powerful. Buffs surrounding infantry too. Putin's avatar going right for that fire prism and wants the Wailing Doom, and they're both doing it at the same time. Ouch, Putin's Wail of Doom, much more destructive. Almost wiped out that fire prism, got a rear arm here on it. 81, 2-2-0 now, 2-1 for blue, they have the center. How did Kiss get the center back? Here comes OHUEVATOR again. Has a Predator, sorry. Where's the Chaos Predator then? It's over on the east side helping out Danny, and there's a Eldritch Storm. Vipers are in big trouble, chased by the Avatar. The Avatar has super heavy infantry armor, so you don't need anti-vehicle weapons to take it out, though it does help because of their damage and accuracy versus a large target. Guardians can finally repair this thing. Predator gets away, doesn't have its armor upgrade. Razorback being repaired by everything. Triple repair. Avatar chasing this Avatar off, it's down to half HP. Obviously won't be able to catch it though, they're moving the same speed, and pulls it out. Gauge was on the west side, Bloodletters chase off Marines, Chaos Marines even. Now phased out. Plague Marines in combat with Mark of Khorne CSM, exploding on death. The explosion does quite a lot of damage, as you can see. Bloodletters retreat. Heretics are level 3 now and have their aspiring champion, so they're not going to be killed in an instant. Mark of Khorne Marines, good aggression, they need support though, and here it comes from Angry. Blue team recovering well here. Have a 2-1 still, 81-155. Angry Bird has a hell of a lot of resources. Plasma gun on this Techmarine is bad news for this heavy armor. Look at this stuff exploding. Plague Champion uses Pestilent Strike on nothing, just used it for the ranged damage decrease. Taking a lot of damage from the Razorback. Center, bit of a standoff at the moment. Avatar in melee with a force commander and he runs away. Terminator's down to around half health, but here comes blue, really stacking on the center here. It's a 1-to-1 D cannon set up by Putin in the middle. Look at the range this thing has, artillery in it. and Avatars meet in combat again. Terminators capping center, using their immense toughness to do it. Look at this. Warps for the Exarch takes out a Terminator in melee and then turns, uses his phase armor. And there's a time field from the Farseer. She's fully kitted out, Singing Spear and the Ghost Helm. Is this a Venerable Dreadnought? It is. Elite melee walker for Space Marines, unique unit for the Techmarine. Wailing Doom out, that was very, very nasty. Angry, not moving anything out of the way there. But he survives. Avatar dies for Putin. And blue team are really coming back into this. OHUEVATOR didn't get Assault Marines, that is a strange one. If he got Assault Marines and gave them Lightning Claws, he'd be able to take out that Avatar in no time at all. Super heavy infantry, very vulnerable to power weapons such as the Lightning Claws. Just like heavy infantry are. Venerable Dreadnought gets away. Global repair being used there, I think. Now scouts are repairing. Markov Zinch on this Chaos Predator. Can the Blues hold on? 47-97. They have a double. Gonna be a 2-to-1 here. Double Plague Marines for ILPRA. Very, very tough anti-vehicle unit. Blues can't quite hit Red's power there. Terminator's taking tons of damage. Farseer uses her time field and all of this stuff is slowed and cannot attack either. Very, very good counter versus range blobs. Vortuck called into the bottom as a dead heretic squad. Bloodletters make sure of it. Are they going to cap though? They do. Again, huge engagement in the middle. Is that a singularity? Noxious Cloud goes down. There is a singularity. Ouch. Took a lot of damage off those Plague Marines. Killed one in fact. There's a Plasma Grenade. Noxious Cloud still in there. Venerable, very low on health and gets stunned and it's dead. Flesh over Steel and now Power Persists and there's Stoicism. You want to just run away from a Venerable when Stoicism hits. Force Commander forced off, doesn't have support. Blues are really stacked in the middle. Some Banshees trying to flank and there is phase armor. These Banshees going to be in trouble. Markov Horn Chaos Space Marines moving into the retreat path and an Vortuck getting in there. Are they going to get away? Fire Prism hit them. 2 Eldritch Storms going off. This is crazy. 47-38. Still a 1-to-1. More Plague Marines on the way for ILPRA. Putin getting another D cannon. Danny has recovered really well. Has a D cannon, Vortuck, Avatar, Fire Prism, Rangers, and that Guardian spot still. Terminators. No upgrade for these guys. Orbital bombardment in the center on these Markov Horn CSM. Will it take them out? Often seen as the weakest nuke in the game. And 2 members survive. Did take out the aspiring champion though. Here comes the Avatar. Chased by a Force Commander. Kiss getting some more CSM, just trying to bulk up his forces. More D cannons hitting the field for Putin, which worked really good on this map. Force Commander, is he gonna go down? Yes, it's a dead Force Commander. Techmarine is also dead, as is everyone in fact, apart from the Farseer. And she's only level 3. Guardians being a nuisance. Will she engage them? She does. 46 space 38, what is this? A singularity. Ouch, that's gonna really hurt those guys. Rangers survive, scouts even, sorry. Good thing they're level 4, but then a D cannon hit wipes them out. Marco Korn, CSM trying to cap. Here come Banshees though, and these girls are level 4 and fully kitted out. Korn Marines trying to cap, taking lots of damage from those power swords, and that's a dead Marco Korn CSM. No one gets away. Not sure why he would try to cap. It was obvious he wasn't going to be able to. Something's being called down here. It's more Terminators from Angry Bird. These 3 vehicles are done really well. Red team just haven't dealt with these vehicles. I think that's been the big problem. That Razorback's been running right since the beginning of tier 2. Level 4 now. Fire Prism's also done well, level 3. Chaos Predator came a bit later, level 2. 16 plays 30. Can the blue team hold on? Wailing Doom on these Terminators. Ouch. One of them died, I think. Yes. 25 red for killing the Terminator, not bad. Blue have a triple, and this is surely over. An excellent comeback, especially from Danny, who had a torrid time early on. And there's the game. Blues pull it out. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.